Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of What Ted Says, where it's always time to get a fatter wallet and to get a bigger net worth. Today, we're talking about an important time of year and charitable contributions. First things first, how do you know when you've made a legitimate charitable contribution? Remember first that you either need to donate cash or you need to donate some form of property. That could be anywhere from a car to old clothes. It could be even a piece of land, but it's going to be cash or property. Then you've got to make sure that you actually donate to a legitimate charitable organization, typically a 501c3. The IRS, if you look at this at irs.gov, is going to have a search retrieval tool, and this will tell you if the charity that you're donating to is actually eligible to receive charitable contributions. And then third, you must have a receipt. I think you always need to get a receipt, whether it's cash or you're having some sort of donation to a Goodwill or the Salvation Army. Receipts are important. So those three things start the process. Now, this year specifically in 2020 and possibly going forward, even if you do not itemize your deductions, you can still potentially get a charitable deduction. And this could be done for up to $300 of cash, not property, but just cash. So if you've done one this year, great. If not, this could be a way to get a little bit of an extra deduction because of the changes that happen with overall standard deductions and the CARES Act. Normally, if you're going to have charitable contributions, you have to do something called itemize your deductions. And the reason charitable contributions have become so important is because something in the law changed called SALT taxes. SALT taxes. What I mean by that is that when it comes to your real estate taxes and it comes to your state and local income taxes, you generally can't take more than $10,000 in overall deductions. So for a lot of people that want more itemized deductions, it has to happen in that charitable contribution section where you can potentially get up to 50% of your adjusted gross income. Half. If you made $1 million, you could potentially have donations if you qualified for up to $500,000 of tax deductions. So what do you do from here? For most people this time of year, it's really important that you basically clean out your closet and get all that stuff and go to places like the Goodwill, like a Salvation Army. It could be a church or a synagogue or somewhere else, but one of those organizations where you can donate goods. Typically, they're going to give you a blank receipt. Then the question is, what do I actually write in that blank receipt? So one of the websites that I like is something called satruck.com. This is the Salvation Army's website, and they actually have a website that will show you the high value and the low value of the items that you donate. So if you donated a pair of pants, it may say that a low value is $3 and a high value is $20. That is if you have tough skins, but if you bought one of those expensive brands like Guess Jeans, it could possibly be higher. But what those donation guides are really getting at is what is the fair market value of the item that you have today. Now, we could say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but the mistakes that a lot of folks make on their taxes is they say, oh, it was a bag of goods, I'm only gonna take $50. That is the wrong thing to do. You wanna line these out line item by line item because typically you short yourself in your overall charitable contributions. And I would say that somewhere in the nature of 1% of your adjusted gross income, in my opinion, would be the ballpark of where you could be for non-cash charitable contributions. If you have more than $500 of those non-cash charitable contributions, you're gonna need to fill out Form 8283, and that form is gonna actually list out where are all those charitable contributions that you made. Cash is cash, just keep receipts. I don't care if you give to your college or you basically give to a church or a synagogue or somewhere else, even a donation for a fundraiser. And then the final thing I want to tell you about charitable contributions is one mistake people make is they don't bunch their charitable contributions. And what I mean by that is that if you were going to itemize, just doing a donation of $2,000, it's great, but it might not make sense in that tax year because you won't be able to take that tax deduction. So in some cases, people use something called a donor advised fund. And this is a place where you could donate, let's say $50,000. It goes into a fund, and then you can get it invested and then donate as much as you want based upon that year and where you want to give money, but you'll get that full $50,000 tax deduction in the actual year that you put the money into the donor advised fund. So what do you have to do this time of year? make sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's. Make sure you have receipts for the cash. Make sure you clean out your closets and put those non-cash charitable contributions where they should go. Like I said, whether it's a bag of clothes or you're getting rid of some furniture, or consider doing a donor advised fund. If you follow that advice, you will take advantage and maximize your charitable contributions on this year's taxes. So that's the episode of What Ted Says. As always, did you like that? Then you should click subscribe. Did you like it? You should forward it to your friends, because all the time, all these years, what I've done is try to help people get a fatter wallet and build a bigger net worth by using strategies just like this. Thanks for watching this episode of What Ted Says.